Mastering good laboratory practices. Laboratory mishaps demand swift, standards-driven responses to shield reputations and ensure excellence. When a deviation or out-of-specification result is encountered in the laboratory, what are the standard operating procedures for its proper handling, documentation, and reporting to ensure compliance with good laboratory practices and maintain operational excellence? When a deviation or out-of-specification result is encountered in the laboratory, the standard operating procedures for its proper handling, documentation, and reporting are crucial to ensure compliance with good laboratory practices, GLP, and maintain operational excellence. The following procedures should be followed. 1. Initial assessment. Upon encountering a deviation or out-of-specification result, the laboratory personnel should immediately notify their supervisor or designated quality assurance (QA) representative. The QA representative will assess the situation to determine the severity of the deviation and initiate an investigation to identify the root cause. 2. Investigation and root cause analysis. A thorough investigation should be conducted to identify the root cause of the deviation. This includes a review of the laboratory procedures, instrument calibration, analytical techniques, and personnel performance. The investigation should be documented, and any corrective actions should be implemented to prevent similar deviations from occurring in the future. 3. Documentation. All deviations or out-of-specification results should be thoroughly documented in the laboratory's deviation logbook or equivalent system. The documentation should include the following information: date and time of the deviation, description of the deviation or out-of-specification result, investigation results, including the root cause and corrective actions, any corrective actions taken or to be taken, verification of implementation of corrective actions, signature and date of the person documenting the deviation. 4. Corrective action and preventive action, CAPA. The laboratory should implement corrective actions to correct the deviation or out-of-specification result. The CAPA process should include identification of the root cause, implementation of corrective actions, verification of effectiveness of corrective actions, preventive actions to prevent similar deviations from occurring in the future. 5. Reporting. The deviation or out-of-specification result should be reported to the relevant stakeholders, including quality assurance, management, and clients, if applicable. The report should include a summary of the deviation or out-of-specification result, root cause of the deviation, corrective actions taken or to be taken, preventive actions to prevent similar deviations from occurring in the future. 6. Training and competency. The laboratory should provide training to personnel on the procedures for handling deviations or out-of-specification results, as well as on the implementation of corrective and preventive actions. Personnel should demonstrate competency in these procedures before resuming testing activities. 7. Trend analysis. The laboratory should perform trend analysis to identify any patterns or trends in deviations or out-of-specification results. This will enable the laboratory to identify and address systemic issues that may be contributing to deviations. 8. Quality assurance review. The Quality Assurance Department should review the handling of deviations or out-of-specification results to ensure compliance with GLP and laboratory procedures. This review should include an assessment of the investigation, corrective actions, and preventive actions taken. 9. Management review. The laboratory management should review the deviation or out-of-specification result and the subsequent actions taken. This review should include an assessment of the effectiveness of the corrective and preventive actions implemented. 10. Continuous improvement. The laboratory should continuously review and improve its procedures for handling deviations or out-of-specification results. This includes reviewing lessons learned from past deviations, updating procedures as necessary, and providing training to personnel on updated procedures. By following these procedures, laboratories can ensure that deviations or out-of-specification results are handled in a timely and effective manner, while maintaining compliance with GLP and achieving operational excellence.